Yo, 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 what up? It's Noah Neves. And today we're doing the next part of post processing. And this next part is spot effects. And the purpose of spot effects is that you want to add certain effects to only one part of the track, make one part of the track sound different and rest of the from the rest of the verse, and make it sound unique. And how you do this, you want to duplicate the track, cut where you want to put, and put that one spot on the separate track, and then mix accordingly. This will add a nice part of the track and keep things interesting, and make sure you don't do it too much so it's not overwhelming. So if you look at the session, well, yeah, you can go to Tweakheadz, see the full guide and everything for post processing, the link below in the description, and yeah. So okay, so we have the first. What I did first, I put markers of where I found parts that we could do as spot effects, and then we're gonna just take it from there. So okay, a simple one. I just like using distortion because I like the way it sounds. I'm gonna make 3 tracks right now. Let's just name this one distortion. Well, it's called Empire in Studio One, so Empire. And then we'll make this a delay throw. And we'll make this like, I don't know, extra reverb. Or big reverb isn't, yeah. What you have here is you have these different name of the plugins, and they're each going to be spot effects for different parts of the track, and they'll add nice little parts that won't really take away from the whole performance. And you don't want to have too much of them, because when you have too much of them, the whole mix is going to sound all crazy, and then it's going to just be sounding too distracting and stuff. Okay, first it is Empire. Okay. So what you're gonna do is, for that spot effect, you can just put whatever. You can put on the insert too. I'll put like that as an insert and just run it and see how it sounds. And if you don't want it on the insert, you can throw it on the send to the right. Okay, so something I did here is okay. So I have this as a spot effect. I'm keeping this here, and I rolled this vocal back over like that. You just pull that out, or boom. Then you have the old vocal right there. So you have the old vocal and the exact copy over here. You don't want to do this too much, because if you are mixing in, they're not exactly too different, then they're gonna have phasing issues or whatever. But I'm gonna just throw whatever on this Empire track. I put the distortion, and then you can throw fucking just throw a fucking delay on it too. See how it sounds. Okay, I took that out because I don't like that there. It takes up too much space. I want you to be able to hear the distortion. Tell this door, because that's it. Too intense. I'm gonna make it like really more subtle, so you can still hear what he's saying, but you can still hear this. Okay, right there. So you heard that one part. So yeah, it's hard to do on this track. It's a little more crowded of a track. It's a big trap kind of sound. You don't really have too much spot effects. You really just let the shit go. I mean, you do, but I'm not that good to make it sound sick. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a lot of other I definitely say I specialize in like more like mixing like old school and live recordings. This is like, it's all about keeping the energy going. So. Okay, you can't really hear. You can hear the distortion. Okay, so now I'm gonna give the distortion, and then for these ones. So you have right there the example of the delay throw one. So you have the spot effect over here is Empire. You really gotta work with it. I mean, that sounds good, but you gotta like get the mix sounding right so it sounds perfect for like the whole transition to that and going back to the regular verse. Because if you're gonna see it's still kind of soft, but all you do is just keep turning it up until you get the levels right for the Empire and for that stuff. So just go right through. Then go on to this next part, the delay throw. One thing I like to do too is well, actually, okay, there's like a delay throw. I mean, if you have a delay throw, if you have a delay, just look at the delay over here. Also throw Empire on here, and you'll hear the delay change. But I don't want to do that because it'll fuck up the whole delay. You put the Empire on the delay, and it sounds sick, but it's high in place for everything. And Sunday morning, down the earth. And Sunday morning, ask me why I'm not in church. We'll have to see you had the work before I give a word. And expectations for a ring, will that just leave a hurt? It's the last one we're gonna do. This one is gonna be for the big reverb. And throw it over here. Boom. I guess you can take out this reverb. You're not gonna use that, and just throw in a big fat juicy reverb. See how it sounds. It's really about experimenting, trying every single thing with all different plugins and finding out how it works. Okay, let's try recital hall. Throw it on the insert. Just throw it on because it's a insert. You can throw it on inserts because you can be a little more extreme. It's gonna sound way different, but you don't need to send everything because it's gonna be just for that 1 second anyway. So just make it sound super crazy and unique for that 1 second, and it's gonna go back to the regular track anyway. As you can see, I did not smoke this morning, so I'm actually able to speak at a normal human speed and not be all slow and shit. So I mean, like a lot of these things too, if you want to dramatic, like make it more dramatic, cut the beat where you have those spot effects, and it'll give a cool effect because it'll be like, okay, let you hear what's actually going on. And expectations for a ring, will that just leave a hurt? Like trials and tribulations, vivid in my illustrations. No complaining, I'm chilling, ask me why I'm not in church. We'll have to see you had the work before I give a word. And expectations for a ring, will that just leave a hurt? Like trials and tribulations, vivid in my industry. You had the work before I give a word. And expectations for a ring, will that just leave a hurt? Like trials and tribulations, I'm not in church. We'll have to see you had the work before I give a word. And expectations for a ring, will that just leave a hurt? Like trials and tribulations, vivid in my industry. Okay, once again, I mean, this is not exactly how I would do the track. If I was doing it, I would take the time more. But it's an example what you want to do. You want to find like the important parts of the track, the different like end parts of the track that sound good if you did it. Usually in the middle of a track doesn't work. Sometimes in the beginning of a track when you first start in the verse or whatever, it sounds good. But you just gotta keep chopping up every part of the vocal, finding out what works good and what doesn't. That'll be all experimenting and getting your reps in. And when doing delay, you want to work with the delay over here. Play mostly the mix. Feedback is good too. Feedbacks will adjust the length of the delay, so it's like how much time it'll delay. If you have a really long feedback, you keep going for a long time. And if you really want a short, snappy one, that's like delay. You'd bring that shit down. This is usually the standard right here, 41%. And adjust the mix for how heavy you want the mix, the delay to sound on the mix. So it's gonna be more and more stronger when you turn the mix up. It might be long and you turn the feedback all the way out, but if you turn the mix down, then it'll still be stopped, but you'll just hear it'll continue on for a long time. And yeah, pretty much that's it. I mean, I'll show you the whole new and delay on another video. But yeah, so that's spot effects. Yeah, it's a chance to be creative. You know what I mean? You really want to be creative with all the different spot effects. There's a lot of cool things you can do. These are all smaller spot effects too. You could do like this whole part right here could be all spot effect, and then into a different thing. Like if you listen to like Swimming Pools with Kendrick, there's the one part he does the changes it for the whole part. And he has it almost like one vocal singing along with another vocal, and yeah. But you can be creative. You want to use them sparingly. You don't want to do too much over the track, because the more you have on the track, the more distracting it is, and it's going to take away from the original vocal. Yeah. This will help you create interest and help push the listener through the verse. Don't overuse it and have it become a gimmick. You don't want that either. And yeah, experiment with all the plugins, find out what works, whatever helps you push the music forward. Because the main vocal is centered, you want to move the spot effects away from center usually. So you want to move to like right or left in the whole panorama thing. And you can do whatever you want. You can make it loud. For the side notes, you can make it loud, softer, use whatever. Just anything goes on the spot effects, and just make it interesting and unique. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. That was spot effects for post processing. I believe that was number 6. And we're gonna be doing more. So make sure you check out all the music. Bandcamp, noneeds.bandcamp.com. Then you go SoundClick. There's a beats/noneeds beats. Check out everything. It's all in the description below. Check out the Tweakheadz. Make sure to show them some love, and keep staying tuned to all the more tutorials I'm gonna be doing. I took a little break because I was working on videos, but I'm back on the tutorials, back on the music. Also got a new cool little video coming up. Make sure if you're in Hawaii to come to our show Dragon Upstairs on Saturday, February 7th. We're gonna have some dope ass music. Gonna release a project with Jet Jones, and that's gonna be super sick. So make sure you like, subscribe, and do all that usual stuff, and stay tuned for the next video. All right, peace.